Hey guys, how you doing? Well, I'm leaving Visalia now and I'm heading to the Sansum Clinic in Santa Barbara. Hopefully we'll figure out what the hell is going on with me. I'll get into what I think is going on a little bit later, but yeah, the last few months I have felt like shit. Excuse my language. There's going to be some bad language in this video. If that offends you, then I'm sorry, but I can't describe what I'm going through without using it. It really fucking sucks. I hurt all over, muscle pain, joint pain, my shoulder hurts, my ankles hurt, my knees hurt, every fucking thing hurts. I can't even sleep because when I roll over, actually I have insomnia, and when I toss and turn and toss and turn, it hurts every freaking time I turn. So I have trouble sleeping, and I have to turn like every 5-10 minutes. I just have little naps in between. That's about it. So I haven't slept worth a crap in the last few months. I felt like shit, and like I said, I kind of know what caused it, and I'll get into it in a little bit, but that's kind of what's going on with me right now. And I'm going to see a doctor, specialist, eventually in Santa Barbara. I've got an appointment, and it's the end of July right now, July 30th, and my appointment's not till December. But anyway, I'm seeing a regular doctor at the clinic in Santa Barbara, and hopefully he can get me in sooner. He can expedite it to see the specialist sooner. And because the doctors here, all they seem to do is just kick the can down the road. They want me to do more blood tests, and they say, oh, you just have arthritis. Well, I'm not going to accept that I just have arthritis. There's something else going on, and what the fuck caused it? Something caused what I am feeling and experiencing, and I want to know what it is. So yeah, I'll get into that a little bit in the next part of the video, but for now I'm leaving Visalia and I'm heading towards Santa Barbara, and I'll catch up with you on the way or when I get there, and I'll add more to this video. But anyway, thanks a lot for listening, and I'll stay in touch. Thank you. Well, I made it here to the Sansum Clinic. Just wanted to check and see where it was at. So now I got my bearings, and now I'm going to go to the hotel. Catch up with you guys in a little bit. Oh. Hey guys. Okay, I'm here in Santa Barbara, and I'm checked into my hotel, and I'm just taking a break because I'm exhausted. The drive was a nice drive, and there wasn't too much traffic, but my God, it just hurts so much just driving. My arms hurt, my shoulders hurt, my hands hurt, everything freaking hurts. My knees, my feet. So every hour or so I stopped and took a break. As you can tell right now, I've just been sitting down and relaxing, and I'm still exhausted. It's just this illness that I've got. The symptoms are that I'm just no energy. I'm exhausted all the time. I'm tired. I'm achy. Like I said, my joints hurt, muscles hurt. I have no strength. Just to try and make a fist, it hurts to make a fist. And even when I do, I can't squeeze that hard, and it just sucks all the way around. And hopefully I'll get some answers. Like I said, I've seen my doctor at home and one specialist, and it's just like, I don't know, to me they're just like kicking the can down the road, and oh, we'll do more blood tests on you and we'll find out what's going on. that way. And then when the results come back, they just say, well, looks like you've got a rheumatoid arthritis, or, you know, go see a rheumatologist. Well, I mean, I'm not going to accept the fact that I've just got arthritis. There's something else going on causing everything else. And what I was getting to earlier, and what I'm thinking, and I've done a lot of research on the internet, and you guys can check around on the internet with what I'm going to tell you, and you'll find the same thing. About 2 years ago, I started taking a supplement because I was having some minor arthritis pain, and my knees were just hurting, and my, you know, a little bit of, not really pain everywhere, but just, I would just have a little bit of arthritis pain. I mean, normal arthritis pain. And I started taking a supplement. And I'm not going to say where I got it, but a lot of the big box stores carry this stuff. And I don't know if you can still get it, but you used to be able to get it on Amazon. But this stuff that I'm taking is right here. It's called Artri King. And if you do a search on the internet, you'll find it all over the place. This stuff, at first, it was like a miracle drug. It made me feel great. I had no muscle stiffness, no joint pain, nothing. And like I said, I started taking this stuff about 2 years ago, a little over 2 years ago. And come to find out, long story short, and I'll get to the story, but long story short, there's an FDA press release on the internet about this, and it contains hidden ingredients. It contains a steroid, and it also contains some other stuff. I'll mention those in a minute. But anyway, this is not a miracle drug. This is the fucking devil's pill. I'm telling you guys right now, don't take it. I have never felt this bad in my whole life. There's been times when I went to bed and I was hurting so bad that I would pray to God to not wake up. It's so fucking terrible. Here's one of the press releases right here. This one, and here's another one. And it says right here that this drug, these pills, contain hidden ingredients. Dexamethasone, which is a corticosteroid. It contains diclofenac sodium, which is an anti-inflammatory drug. And it also contains methylcarbamol, which is a muscle relaxant. They don't tell you this on the box. It's all in fucking Spanish anyway, so I couldn't read it anyway. But still, everyone says, or the people that I bought it from, they recommended it. They said this will work. Now I'm not going to say who it was because it's small businesses, and I'm just not going to divulge that information. But like I said, this stuff is available on the internet, and you could even buy it at Walmart at one time. I'm not sure if you still can. I haven't looked. Just look on the internet, you'll find these stories. This one in particular. This one. The title is California Man Started Taking a Supplement That Made Him Feel Better Until He Started Getting More Sick. And here it goes on to say, what started as a back and neck pain for the named person, 68-year-old father, ended up with him feeling severely sick for months and ultimately being diagnosed with Cushing's syndrome. Now, I don't think I have Cushing's syndrome because some of the symptoms that he experienced, I don't have. But a lot of the other ones, I do. And a lot of the ones that I've done some research for, and for prolonged steroid use, I have all those symptoms, which include, there's Addison's disease, and then there's adrenal insufficiency. And I'm going to find out, hopefully, I'll get a diagnosis soon and I'll find out what exactly is going on. But check on the internet and you guys can find these exact stories and you can read for yourself. It even says that this stuff right here, it even says that prolonged use of this and steroids could be fatal. Like I said, this is the devil's pill. Don't take it. I'm warning you guys, please don't take it. I don't want anybody else to go through what I've been going through. It's absolutely awful. Now, when I first found out, it started out as I had bursitis in this elbow, and it was swelled up. It's kind of like tennis elbow, I guess, where it started to swell up and I got fluid built up in there. I went to an orthopedic specialist, an orthopedic doctor, and she drained it. Well, about 3 or 4 weeks later, I ended up with a staph infection. And believe me, that's no fun at all. It was absolutely awful. I went back to her. She goes, oh my gosh, we can try and drain it, but I just want to get a sample and I want to check it and see if it's an infection. Well, a day later, she called me and said, yes, it's an infection, and it's staph infection, a form of staph infection. And we have to do surgery to get it cleaned out. So 2 days later, I was scheduled for surgery. This was April 25th, and I had surgery on April 27th. Well, when I went to go meet with her the day of when she called me, I knew I was taking this stuff, and I didn't really know anything about it, but I just mentioned it to her because I wanted to tell her the medications that I was taking before the surgery. We did some research. After I told her, we found out that there was an FDA press release on this, and it contained a steroid. And she's like, oh my God. She goes, you can't have steroid in your system when you do this surgery. So I quit taking it that day. Well, I had the surgery, everything went fine. I was in a sling, I was all bandaged up, and I was on antibiotics for a week. Everything was fine, I cured. My elbow felt fine, and there was no more infection. But then about another week later, which was 2 weeks after the surgery, well, a week and a half, 2 weeks after I had the surgery, I started feeling absolutely terrible. I had body aches, all the joint pains, the muscle, everything I'm going through right now, except I was having body aches also, and I also felt nauseous, and I had a little bit of headaches once in a while. Well, when I went and talked to her about it, she said, well, you're probably going through steroid withdrawal. And she said, you should talk to your primary doctor about it and let him know that you were taking these. And I go, oh my gosh, okay. So I called my primary doctor. He got me right in, and I talked with him, and I showed him the FDA press release, and I showed him the pills. And he's like, when he was reading it, this is exactly how he acted. He was like, oh my God. Oh my God. This explains a lot. This explains everything that you've been going through for the last months and months and months that I've talked to him about. You know, we've talked about me with no energy, and I was having a little bit of weakness, and I didn't feel right. And he's like, oh my gosh. So he immediately called one of his colleagues, a specialist, and told him about it, and then he wanted me to go see him. Well, when I got the appointment, it wasn't until like 2 months later, and I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. I go, I'm dying here. I feel like I can't do this anymore. It was terrible. The steroid withdrawal was absolutely unbearable. Like I said, there were nights when I would go to sleep and try to sleep, go to bed, and I would just pray to God not to wake up the next day because it hurt so fucking bad. It was terrible. And then I started feeling a little bit better, you know, after about, a month and a half. Then I started feeling a little bit better. And I was thinking, okay, I'm just about out of this. You know, maybe I'm not going through withdrawals anymore. And then I started having the pains and the aches and stuff like I'm going through right now. I don't have the body aches like I did when I was going through the steroid withdrawal. But like I said, everything hurts. When I get up and walk around, it's like I'm 40 or 50 years older than I actually am. It's like I'm way too young to have problems like this. I mean, seriously. When I'm sitting down, I'm okay. I mean, it still hurts a little bit, like in my hands and stuff, but my knees and my ankles and my feet and my shoulders and stuff don't really hurt because I'm not active when I'm sitting down. But when I get up, I mean, seriously, it's like I'm not acting here. This is me. See. Okay, I'm gonna sit back down. Because I have no strength in my knees and my legs and even in my arms to get up. It hurts. And I've noticed that even in my truck, like driving the last few weeks, I have to use both hands to change the gears from taking it out of park to go to drive, and then from drive to reverse, or even to back in park. I have to use both hands because if I use my right hand, this hand, it hurts. It hurts in my shoulder and hurts in my arm. I have no strength. So I'm thinking it's all because of this shit right here. This is what caused what I'm going through right now. So I'm trying to tell you people, do not take this stuff. And if you're experiencing the same type of things that I am, and you know you've taken this, contact me. My contact information is right there on YouTube. You can contact me, and we can talk about it. I'd be more than interested in sharing my story with any of you if it'll help. So anyway, like I said, I'm going to see the doctor tomorrow morning. My appointment is first thing it's 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. And I've never, ever looked forward to a doctor's appointment more than this one right now. I mean, I want to get to the bottom of this, and I want to find out what's going on. Because I want to get back to normal life. This isn't a way to live right here, the way I am right now. It's because I can't do anything. It hurts so bad. I can't even get in my sports cars and drive my classic car because it hurts for me to get in. And it hurts for me to shift the 4-speed. And I've got a really good transmission shifter in it too. It's a Hurst shifter, but it's hard for me to shift it because it hurts so much. My arm right here and my shoulder and my hands, I have no strength. So you guys, please, I can't stress enough how bad this stuff is right here. So please, if you're doing research and you're thinking about taking it, don't take it. And if you have taken it and you're experiencing the same thing I am, let's talk. I'd be more than willing to share my story, and I'd like to hear your story. See if we can help each other. So anyway, I'll get with you guys on this story more after I see the doctor. I'll let you know what's going on. So thank you for watching. Good morning. It's Monday, July 31st, and I'm here at Sansum Clinic. My appointment's at 8 a.m., and it's right before 7, so I'm going to have to wait a little bit. So I just thought I'd give you an update. I didn't sleep very good last night. Still hurting everywhere, so toss and turn and pain in my shoulder and my arms and my legs everywhere. It makes it really hard to sleep because you can't get comfortable. And so I'm really hoping to get some answers today. I forgot to mention in my video last night that while I was taking the steroids, I had gained some weight. about 20-25 pounds. And while I was taking them and didn't realize that they had steroids still, when I was still taking the pills and they were making me feel better, I was trying to lose weight. And I kept trying dieting and changing my diet, everything, and nothing worked. And I couldn't figure out why I wasn't losing any weight. And it was because of those fucking pills. Because as soon as I stopped taking them, I stayed on pretty much the same diet. And I ended up losing almost 20 pounds. I feel better as far as that goes because I got the weight off. But I couldn't figure out why I couldn't lose any weight. And it was because of those damn steroids. It had to have been, because as soon as I got off of them, I started losing weight. And I remember when I was on them, I'll have to try and share a picture, but I remember when I was on them, my friends would tell me that, man, you're really red and your face is swollen up. My neck was swollen up. I mean, I'm serious. All my t-shirts were tight around the neck because my neck was swollen up, almost as big around as my head. And I remember my orthopedic doctor told me that she had a friend that was addicted to steroids, and he ended up getting what they call like a moon face or something like that. And because it's so round, your head gets round. And it was, I look at photos back when I was on these things, and it's kind of embarrassing because I didn't realize it at the time because it was just gradually getting worse and worse and worse. But now that I've lost the weight and now that I'm not all swollen up, I feel better about the way I look, because my God, the way I was, I mean, it was you could tell it was swollen up and round and just, oh. But anyway, I forgot to mention that last night, and I wanted to give you an update on that. And like I said, I'm waiting for the doctor now. I've got about an hour to wait, and just doing some thinking. And anyway, I'll give you guys an update after my appointment. I'll let you know how everything goes. Thanks again for watching, and stay tuned. Just got back from the doctor's visit, and very impressed with Sansum Clinic. Very nice people, very professional place. The doctor was awesome. He spent a lot of time with me, more time than any other doctor I think I've ever had. I think I was with him for about 45 minutes. And I'm very, very happy with this doctor. And what he thinks, or what he's pretty much 100% positive of, is that these pills are what has caused my problem. The ingredients that these things have, like I told you, they will fuck you up. This is what's causing my problem, is these pills. So what he's done is he's going to put me on hydrocortisone, and I'm going to take a pretty high dose, he said, of hydrocortisone for a while. We're going to see how that works out. It should help out with the body pain and the joint stiffness and the joint aches and stuff like that, and give me some more energy. And we're going to do some lab tests before I see the endocrinologist, which he's going to try and get me into the endocrinologist sooner than December, because my appointment now is in December, and he says we're going to get you in sooner because we need to find out exactly what's going on. But anyway, he said it's caused from these. It's from taking these. So I was right, and these are what's caused a lot of my pains. This is what's caused the pain and everything that I've been going through. It's just been hell. This is the devil's pill. Don't take these things. You guys, do some checking, do your research, and you'll find out that these things are bad shit. So anyway, keep checking with my updates. I'll let you guys know what's going on. I will keep you informed, and hopefully have some good news in the near future, and I'll be feeling a lot better. Thank you guys for watching my video and going through this journey with me, and stay in touch. We'll get some updates soon. Thanks again for watching. You guys have a great day.